Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is June and this is actually my first video, and I hope it will kick off a whole series of my journey into endurance sports like cycling, bike building, even running in the future. But today it's all about this, the unboxing and first look at the carbon road bike frame I bought from Hygge. So the name of the frame is Model S and it will be the foundation of my first ever carbon road bike build. So I got this frame from Hygge official store on AliExpress, and if you haven't heard of them before, they're a direct-to-consumer brand based in China that focuses on making carbon frames that are modern, aero, as well as super affordable. Other than that, they also produce wheels, carbon wheels, handlebars, and also sponsoring a team in Colombia, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, you can buy all of this from their official website, but they also have an official store on AliExpress, and that is actually where I bought the frame from. So why did I go for this Hygge Model S? Well, it's mainly because of the price. I actually paid around 650 euros with discount codes from AliExpress, and for me I think that was a really good price as a first level entry into bike building. And because it's like my first ever road bike build, I didn't want to have that extra risk of messing up something that is really expensive. So I actually took a look at other brands as well while I was browsing for the frames. One of the brands that I took a look at was Winspace. Another one is Yolio, also Seka, which has really nice frames, but unfortunately all of them are a bit above my budget right now. So at the end of the day, I finally decided that Hygge would be the best choice to start my first ever road bike build. So now I think we can finally unbox this and see what is inside. So inside the box, the parts are wrapped in some sort of a polystyrene sheets. It's not bad, but it's also not secured, at least. So there's no molded foam or frame cradle, so things can actually move around a bit during shipping. As you can see over here, my box came actually a little bit damaged, so I actually hope everything inside of the box is okay. Alright, so now let's take a look what we have inside of the box. So first of all, we have the handlebar, and we also have the frame and the fork together. The finishing looks pretty nice. There are some sharp edges around the hole where the cable comes out, but yeah, not that bad. So now let's check out the handlebar. So the handlebar is a integrated one-piece handlebar, which means that yeah, internal cable routing will be a pain in the ass, but it's gonna look cool, so yeah, I like it. So also included is a seat post, and let us check it out how it looks like. So the seat post design is pretty cool. It's not the usual round shaped seat post. It has a bit of a aerodynamic design, and what I like about it as well is that it has this measurement over here, so that you could use as a reference when inserting it into the frame to know the correct height. And it also has this grip surface over here to make sure that the seat post doesn't slip when you ride your bike. Now I think we can finally unwrap the frame and see how it looks like. Okay, that was a lot of unwrapping. The frame comes in 7 different colors. The one that I got is pearl white, but they do also have chameleon green, which is a pretty nice color that shifts in the sunlight. The sizes run from 49 centimeters to 58 centimeters, so it's pretty standard for road bikes, but do check their website if you are between sizes. Now, for peace of mind, Hige backs this with a 2-year warranty against defects. Not the longest, but it's decent for its price. Shipping took about 19 days for me. I ordered on the 17th. It arrived on the 5th the following month. So it is not bad for a China direct frame, though your mileage may vary depending on where you live. So what else is included in the box? As you can see over here, we have a mount for the handlebars so that you could put your bike computers. And what nice about it is that they provided both for Garmin as well as for Wahoo bike computers, so both of those cases are covered. And other than that, they also provided a GoPro mount, which you could actually put it down below over here in front of your handlebar, and then you could film your bike rides, which is pretty nice. And last but not least, I think that these parts are for the rear lights, so that you could put on the seat posts. The through axles are of course included as well as part of the frame. Seat post clamp, which goes into the frame actually over here, and then you can clamp your seat post. What else is included is the bearings for the fork and some spacers. And interestingly enough, the spacers are made of aluminium instead of plastic. I'm not 100% sure why they actually use aluminium for the spacers. Might be because it is stronger than plastic. I don't know. But if you know, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit more about the frame itself. So the Hige Model S is built from a combination of T800 and T1000 carbon fiber. So these are actually the materials commonly being used in the manufacturing of mid-tier to high-end bike frames. So the T800 carbon fiber is known to be very light and stiff, and the T1000 carbon fiber adds even more strength to the frame, especially in the areas of the frame that takes a lot of stress. So let's talk a bit about the size now. So I am 170 centimeters, so I took the size S, which is 49, based on the table that is provided by the Hige website. So I think this will be a good fit for me. As I mentioned before, the frame supports fully internal cable routing. So as you can see in the frame, there are a few holes for the cables. Here for the front derailleur, here for the brakes, and here as well for the rear derailleur. Another bonus point about the frame is that it actually uses a BSA threaded bottom bracket over here, which I like because it is probably a bit more easier to work with compared to press fit systems. Talking about the geometry of the bike, it is pretty aggressive. It has a low stack and a long reach because the bike is meant to be an aero bike, so hopefully it will make me really fast. As for the tire clearance, based on the official website, it says that you could fit 28mm tires in the front as well as in the rear wheels. But I did actually see some people on the internet manage to fit in 30mm tires, so yeah, we'll see. For now, I think I'm probably going to stick with 28mm tires. And for those of you who are interested in the weight, so let's check out how much this thing's weight. So the frame has a weight of around 1059 grams. And the fork has a weight of around 468 grams. Handlebar, as well as the seat post, we have a total weight of around 575 grams. The frame, the fork, the seat post, and the handlebar adds up to a total weight of around 2.1 kilograms. What is my overall impression of this frame? I like it. It's really nice. I'm really impressed. For a budget carbon road bike frame costing me around 650 euros, it has a lot to offer. I really like the color. The paint finish is really nice. I especially like the laser decal that they have over here. It looks super minimal. To be honest, there is not a lot to complain about this frame, especially at this price point. if I compare it against other Chinese bike brands such as Yolio, Winspace, all of the bike frames from that brand cost more than 1,000 euros. And sometimes they don't even include handlebars. But what could actually be improved is probably how they package the frame in the box. I think it would be a bit more safer if they actually secure the frame tightly in the box so that it doesn't move that much during delivery. The box came a bit damaged, so I was a bit worried, but thankfully I do not see any signs of damage on the frame itself, so all good over here. So what is next for this bike build? I'm thinking of the group set, probably something from Shimano, SRAM, or even one of the Chinese group sets such as L2 and Wheeltop. I heard good things about them, so if you have any ideas, feel free to put in the comments below. Last but not least, thanks so much for watching. I'm really excited to get started on this build and share everything as I go. So if you're passionate about cycling or fitness in general and you want to see me build this bike in the future, please hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please also drop a like and comment below. So I'm gonna put all the links with regards to the frame in the description so that you guys can check it out. So yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. See you. Bye.